So for today's lesson, you will need a block of rubber, you'll need a pencil, a carving tool, you'll need the carving block, and then eventually you'll need some printmaking ink, a roller, or a brayer it's called, and a tray to put the ink in. So the first thing you're going to do is decide what you want on your rubber stamp, basically, and you're going to sketch out your idea. You want to sketch it pretty well so that you know exactly where you're carving once you start to use the carving tool, because obviously you can't undo carving and you can't erase it. So do your best to draw with pencil. If you mess up, you can erase the pencil, and then you actually, if you really mess up, could probably flip the rubber over. However, you do want to have a good plan for what you're going to sketch and what you're going to do so that once you start carving, you know exactly where to carve. So the next thing you want to do is get your carving block and you want to put your rubber square on there. You want to make sure that your hands are behind the carving tool and that you're always carving away from you, so that if it slips off the rubber, then the sharp part will hit the piece of wood. You want to be careful when grabbing little pieces of rubber that might be stuck on your carving tool, because it is sharp and it will cut you. So again, as you're turning and doing the different parts of your rubber that you're carving, you really want to turn your rubber and not turn your carving tool to face towards you. You want to kind of go slow, and like I said, you're always pushing your carving tool away from you so you don't run the risk of stabbing. So I'm just going to finish up carving everything. So I'm carving on all my pencil lines and then adding a couple of little texture-y details with my carving tool. So the parts you don't carve are the parts that are going to be the color of the ink. Whatever you carve out will be the color of the paper. Okay, so once you have everything carved, you're going to take a fork and you're going to get a little chunk of printing ink and smear it onto the tray. It's really thick, and you're going to roll the brayer back and forth one way and then back and forth the next way. It should sound real sticky, and it should be a nice even square of color. And you're going to kind of hear it sound, it's going to sound sticky. And then you're going to roll it onto your rubber. You're going to make sure you get all the way to the edges. It's kind of cool because you can see your design pop out. And then you're going to gently place your paper on top, and you're going to make it stick. Do not pick it up or move it or try to readjust it. And then you're just going to gently rub the back of it. You're not hitting it or pushing on it. You're just gently rubbing on the back all the way to the edges. And then pull the paper off and you have your print.